Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back, and welcome to the Armoury Crate. The ASUS laptops in the gamers, the Rogue Strix probably is going to be similar, as well as they have another model too, but this is the ASUS TUF F17 laptop. Now these are like supposedly a 2021 laptop, although mine says on the back manufactured February of 2022, so whatever, okay? But I wanted to give you guys a tour of the Armoury Crate, because one of the things that I had found when I got my computer and fired it up is my keyboard, of course, was strobing through different colors, and I wanted a static color. I figured out how to do a static, but it was only red, and I figured, well, that was the end of it. But it turns out you can change the static color to anything you want, and I want to take you through the Armoury program here to show you what it is about too, but at the same time we're going to show you how to change your keyboard, because these laptops don't come with instructions. They do come with a slip full of cool stickers that you can paste all over your computer, but I'm not going to paste them on my computer. It's not what I do. I don't like stickers on computers. However, we just got an Armoury Crate update. I just got it a few minutes ago. It wasn't here yesterday, so it's just a new release for today, I guess. But in the first area here, you'll notice you've got your stuff going on with your CPU and GPU usage. Right now the GPU is not using anything, and my CPU is using like 4 and 5%. It's got this cool little tachometer, speedometer kind of thing. Also tells us the temperature too, which is quite cool. And I haven't even played a video game yet. I just did an install of the update, rebooted, and that's where we're sitting. It tells us about memory and storage too. Memory is like using 37.6% of 16 gig, so that's 5.9 gigs that the operating system uses. Now that's Windows 11. That uses a lot more RAM than the Mac OS that's current out right now, because it only runs 4.5 gig. So Windows 11 chews up 5.9 gigs. That's pretty crazy. Storage, of course, it says 13.2%. Now that's probably what I have left, because I've only got under 200 gigs out of 500 available for the SSD. But yesterday I did go to Best Buy. I bought a 1 terabyte NVMe M.2 SSD for this. And I'm going to be running a program called Macular Reflect, and I'm going to clone my 500 onto my 1 terabyte, and then of course I'll restart from the 1 terabyte and then wipe out the 500 and use the 500 as a dump drive. I was actually going to just copy programs across from my C to the new drive, but not all games are going to work very well for just copy them over, and then you go ahead and you delete that game, right, on your C to free up space. That's just more hassle than what it's worth. So less hassle, make your main drive the bigger drive, and just continue on. But anyways, memory frequency is 3200 megahertz. That was something I was actually wondering myself about. What's the speed of the RAM? Because when I had it apart, there was some stickers on the RAM which are also heat shields to absorb heat. And I'm kind of like, well, I kind of really need to know the speed of my RAM. And this tells me what my memory frequency is in here, so there's no guessing. There's no having to search the website. It's marked right there. I didn't find anything in the BIOS that would help me out with the RAM speed. And so now I'm just making a little cheat note here of what I need, because I'm going to actually upgrade the RAM in this next from 16 gigs to 32. Now apparently this machine maxes at 64 gigs, but I don't need that much RAM. I just need this to go to 32 gig, and it is DDR4 RAM as well, so you know. So now we've got that all settled. Our temperature is about 59 degrees. You know, our fan speeds are tracked here as well for the CPU and GPU. There's a fan for each one. Tells us where our RPMs are sitting based upon heat, etc. They will turn on at certain heat ranges and turn off. And it even tells you what the fan acoustic level actually sits at too, which is also quite cool. But in here, into the fan area, we can click on it. 2 times 1, 2 times 2. I don't get what that's about, but I can click on this, and I guess I can move it to other sections. Oh, that's kind of cool. I can arrange this the way I want. That's kind of neat. Actually, I want to put that back where it was. Okay, let me just drop that maybe there. Okay, so we'll just click over here. So memory usage, fan speeds tracked, system configuration, it tells us about a few things in here. Game launcher, you can launch games direct, that sort of thing. Of course, we have our other things in here for memory and storage, like I said, was already over there. Shared cam, you can launch a shared cam, so select shared cam via link to my ASUS. I have no idea what that's for unless it's something to do between you and ASUS having a video chat. Tells me about other information here, about registering my computer, that sort of thing. Now, if you go down the side here, hopefully you can see this well enough. This is a like device, right? So if you click on device, it's supposed to get us system. There we go. So click on that, click system. Now in memory here, select processes to disable while you're gaming to free up RAM, right? And but we got GPU power saving as well, standard, econo mode, or optimized. Automatically switches between standard and eco mode, which is recommended. So it automatically switches to the discrete GPU for demanding applications and the integrated graphics for other tasks when on AC power. This results in good performance when the gaming and long battery life during non-intensive tasks. When on battery power, the discrete GPU is automatically disabled for maximum battery life. So we have two GPUs in this thing. That's something I didn't know. And the actual dedicated, or I guess the main GPU for gaming is actually, it's an NVIDIA. So anyways, optimized, standard, balanced between performance and battery life, Windows default. But this is recommended, so yep, let's just click on that now and get it over with. Maybe we'll see things go even better. Lighting. Now this is for our keyboard. This is, you can press down the function key and you can scroll between breathing, strobing, color cycle, static, right? Now if you click on this little box here that's blue, it brings you up this dial. So if I want to change the color, I can change the color, right? I can change things in here about that. I can do all my custom color favorites down here, that sort of thing. You know, if I want to, oh, well, where do we go here? Blue, black. Black is basically off. We got purple, blue, white. Not really white, but it's, I guess, white, yellow, and so on, right? Then we can also go into the custom colors, and just in trying to figure out how to do that. This works a little differently than it first did. So if we delete this one out of here, done, reset. When in doubt, hit reset. So right now we got green. I like the blue. I guess up here. Oh, maybe. How do we... Alright, this is not going the way I'd planned, actually. How are we going to switch these colors around? Okay, let's go cancel. We're in static, yes. Lighting. That's brightness control. Yeah, that's just the brightness. Settings. No. System. What I'm trying to do is unique lighting effects between synchronized devices. Well, we're not doing that anyway. But I wanted to show you guys how to. Oh, there we go. Got to click inside the ring. That makes sense now. So we can go lots of different color ranges. Changing our keyboard. So we can blacken it down, go to something like that kind of a color, right? And then we can also bring it more this way. Let's say we want more of a green, and we change it. We can do pretty much anything we want in here. Just click really quick to here. We want a really nice blue, that sort of thing. Okay, so then we click OK and we're done. That'll be the new static color. But breathing, strobing, and color cycle go through all the other colors. We also have audio in here as well, where we can do a lot of stuff with the audio. Two-way AI noise cancellation system. Low, mild, high, depends on how you want it. Output, low, mild, high, that sort of thing. Resource monitor, of course, that's for all this stuff, and you've got like little different colors and whatnot in here. Into the main Armory icon, you can sync devices, Aurora effects, which is in here, rainbow, starry night. You know, so what's that going to do for us? Breathing. Advanced effects. I'm not sure what this effects area is actually for in here. That's kind of, it's got to be part of the keyboard thing. In-game lighting effects. Emit lighting effects that complement in-game events or actions as they occur in supported Aurora games. Okay. Anyhow, so we got something here we're gonna have to learn and come back to on a later video on this one. Okay, game visuals, default racing scenery. This is going to set up your color temperatures and whatnot of your screen for your picture quality, what kind of thing you want. Vivid cinema, FPS. It's all about the same thing you see on TV sets. It alters like cinematic views and all that sort of thing for the color palettes, how you want it presented. Game library. Now, this is not all the games installed on my computer. There's quite a number of them, but these are the ones that it automatically was able to find, and you can add in your own games manually into here. I have played Cyberpunk so far. You can create tags for this stuff, what it is, adventure, whatever, RPG, that sort of thing. In here, you've got edit game info. So if we go into that, it gives us some, you know, the launch command, etc., etc., that sort of thing. It doesn't give us FPS tracking though. That's something that I would have liked to see. I had that on my MSI system, where I could actually track through the launcher the FPS of my games. Among other things, it was real easy to just, you know, hit a quick command sequence to record screen videos. I still got to figure that out on this thing yet too. In here, select a profile to edit. Well, that's profile 1. And it talks about volume touchpads on all this sort of thing. It's like, well, whatever. You've got this thing, game deals, content platform, recommended stuff, any redemption stuff here that's in the list. Your device is no available event in the connection area CA. Well, whatever. Okay. Recommended stuff, Rogue Scar Runner, Game Plus, BlueStacks, etc. You've got that there. And then of course you've got the news area, talks about, you know, different games and stuff down here. You got your main settings, update center. So if you've got any drivers to be updated, they will be in this list here. Okay, so you can just click check for updates. I just did a pile, so there shouldn't be any updates coming through. But it's a pretty simplified program in itself to run. And this is totally separate from the NVIDIA software too, right? So, big difference on that. So we don't have anything, looks like, to update here. It looks like everything is up to date, so we're actually good to go. And then about app version tells you that we're up to 5.3.4.0. That sort of jazz. Go back to general. Now you can pick customized theme, TUF Gaming Armoury Crate, Rogue theme. Switching themes will restart Armoury Crate. which I'd imagine it's going to change something here. So let's just do it for giggles and see what it does. So it doesn't do anything to our background. This looks very much the same sort of thing. TUF Gaming Armoury Crate, ASUS Armoury Crate. Not really seeing what it's doing here. Okay, this has got kind of like a golden yellow. Oh, it's changing the layouts of the way these things go. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that before. Now, the other thing too in the Armoury Crate is with your processor, right, and your GPU. You have Windows Control, Silent, Performance Mode, which it's on now, or you have Turbo Mode. Now, in Performance Mode, you're going to get X amount of gigahertz accessible to you for your CPU. Now, this thing clocks out at 4.6 on the top end, so you can put it in Turbo Mode, leave it in Turbo Mode all the time, so you're always cranked up full bore on all 8 cores, or you can dial things back if you want to run at a lower frequency that would just go as a program demanded kind of thing. You can do it either way. But if you do leave it into the highest mode for turbo, for example, your temps are definitely always going to be running up a little higher kind of thing. You know, your fans will definitely consistently be on, that sort of deal. But anyways, not a very hard program, but it was quite interesting that I'm able to change my backlighting on my keyboard to any color I want. I was kind of really hoping for that, because I told you guys on the one video, I really hate these glowy keyboards that just randomly go through stuff, and if they do have a static, then it's usually a color I don't like. Now, red is definitely easier on the eyes, but I found the blue was actually pretty good last night. I didn't mind the blue at my eyes. That worked quite well for me, so I'm kind of leaving it on blue. I think the green would be a little annoying in the dark, but be better in the daylight. But I don't like the breathing stuff. It really messes me up doing stuff, so it's like, just give me a static light and I'm good. You know, make me happy. And of course, this thing does that. So that's your tour of the Armoury Crate from ASUS TUF Gaming. We do have that one area to explore a little bit more to figure out what's going on with that. Actually, I think 2 areas. So I'll get back to you on a video on that at a later date. Unless you figure it out first, well then let me know. But otherwise, yeah, that's what we got for you in this video. So hopefully you enjoyed the tour and it was good enough for the picture for you guys. I'm trying to use the DSLR because, like I said, I haven't figured out how to do on-screen recording with this thing yet. When I do, though, I'm going to be going and having a lot of fun with that sort of thing. But I am still very much enjoying the living heck out of this new computer. This thing is just phenomenally fast. So I'm really, really happy also that I get to play my games again too, and even more games to come. So anyways, thanks again, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.